Hey guys, this is Bobby again. That first part one section of the getting started training was, I think, just about 16 minutes. I'll try to keep this to 15 minutes around this. So 30 minutes of training to start and get profitable in a business. I don't think you're asking too much out of your people to watch these two videos. Okay, so let's go over this whole process of approaching people. And again, there's no cookie cutter way. I might go over and give you a pitch and you'll go, I don't like that. You can cater it to whatever way you want. It's just, this is something that in a sense makes sense for me, but you'll get the gist of it and you can always tweak it to your liking. Okay. So remember, as you approach people, again, remember the social media part where you put something out there, they watch it, they maybe contact you or they just join. That's different. This is when you have some dialogue with people. Okay. So whether you're reaching out to them or they liked your video and now you're talking with them, some people will join automatically. A lot of people want some conversation. Okay. So you can text them or call them. But if you text them, follow up with a call. Okay. Or what I do, sometimes I call. If I don't get them, I leave a message. I'll leave a text. Hey, call me if you're interested. That's all. Okay. So this is a guideline. Okay. It's again, you can change it any way you want. Hey, Jim, I just came. I'm assuming you're talking to them now. Okay. Just came across something interesting. Or you can text this to them as long as you follow up with a call. Interest in business model you might like. Saving money on gas, shopping, eating out, and other areas on top of that. Best part, they got a referral program for people who want to earn great income working remote and in their free time. Okay, so it shows them it's not a full-time gig and you can work it out of your house. Okay. In addition, people can get going for free. And that's the truth, guys. Now, once they see it, hopefully they'll want to come in as a paid member, but you have the option of them coming in for free. Okay. I love if you could take a look. Now, whatever your first step is, that could be a 5-minute call, right? Let's go up there. That could be a 5-minute call with your team leader. They say, well, I'll tell you what, my friend Bob or Jimmy, he's been doing this while, he's making money. You got 5 minutes to spare? Okay. That sometimes is the path of least resistance. 5 minutes, you'll get on the phone. Okay. Or you could just say, look, they do 30-minute live Zooms. When can you get on a 30-minute Zoom? We do them Tuesday night, Thursday night, 7:30, blah, blah, blah. Watch the Zoom links. All right. You book them into a Zoom. And at the same time, I'm telling you this, guys, choose the time to follow up. They're going to get on Tuesday night for that Zoom. Okay. Say, look, Jim, you're going to get on Tuesday night, 7:30. Fantastic. Okay. When is a good time to follow up? How about Wednesday at 10, 5? They just saw the presentation. Well, it's still hot in their mind. You want to get feedback and you want to see if you can obviously get them to pull the trigger. So what are you going to do? Wait 3 days and what'd they say about that thing? No. So again, you're not being pushy. You're just being a business person. Okay, you'll watch tonight, Tuesday night, 7:30. I'll call you. What's good? Wednesday at 5. Is that good? Yeah, book it. It's an appointment. Okay, call them the day before and remind them. Hey, thanks for watching that video and or getting on that Zoom, and let's follow up. Some people follow up right after the call. It's up to you. Okay, but don't let more than 24 hours pass because you're going to lose people. Okay, now. What I do is if they are getting on a Zoom, another little tidbit is remind them the morning of the Zoom. Now you have to say, getting on, just say, by the way, would I give you the right Zoom number? Because what does that do? You're reminding them, but at the same hand, you're assuming they're getting on, okay? After the presentation, you hold your scheduled follow-up call. This is not a drawn-out process. Jim, you want to give it a shot? Free, paid, that simple, okay? Now, if they're agreeing to view it on their own, going to the marketing site, the company site, or through a capture link, the same applies. Here's what you got to ask them. Remember, the Zoom they're tied into at 7:30 Tuesday night. You'll know if they're on it. The things are going to watch themselves through your link or through our incomegenerators.biz. The question is, Jim, when are you able to view the 30, I say max, because if they're on your little, your link there, your recruiting link that the company gives you, that $4.95 a month, that's like 6 minutes of videos. I added my long recruiting video. At the worst, it's 30 minutes of web presentation, okay? So when are you able to view those couple of little videos, Jim, whatever it may be, okay? And when can we do the follow-up call? All right, guys, so what are you doing? You say, when are you gonna view it? Pin them down to a time. Yeah, I'll look at it the next couple of days. No. Next couple of days, did you look at it yet? No. Then you feel like an idiot calling them again. See, then you feel like you're pressuring them. Did you watch it yet? No, I didn't get to see it. Just now, if they don't watch it when they should, you got to book them back in. But the point I'm making is try to pin them down. It's the best you can do. Jim, when can you watch? It's only a few videos, 20 minutes. When can you watch it? I'd watch it tonight. I don't mind. I'll watch it next week. No, they're going to forget. Within a couple of days, they should be able to spend 20 minutes and watch something. And then you, within 24 hours, when can we do a follow-up call? Because I know you're going to have questions. That's all you're going to do, guys. It's not that complicated. And then when you talk to them, you just be your authentic self and see where they get engaged for where they're at, okay? With the videos. If they don't like the videos, then, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, wrong thing to the right person. Don't worry about, oh my God, how am I going to follow up and how am I going to close them? No, they either like it for the most part, might have a few questions, which is great, or they're not interested. All right. So my point to you is this: trust me, do not be casual through this. Oh yeah, when you get a chance, watch it, because we feel like we're being just the cool dude. We're not going to be pressuring them, but that's not how you do business, guys. All right. In sales, sales, when do we get together? When can I come over? When are you going to do that? You don't just leave it to, okay, whenever you feel like it, because people put things off. It's a human nature, right? Now, they're either going to come in as a paid member or they're going to come in as a free member, okay? Whatever the path, that could be the path of least resistance. If they come on board for free, get them to start looking at the apps. And of course, even if they're free, you can get them to say, look, you're free, but you might want to start building the business with either paid or free. Get them to watch and get into the system. They're getting started with their hair and everything, okay? Now, once you remember what we did with your initial, the same process of what you say and booking it into the Zooms, that's what you do with everybody. But remember, the first part was getting 10 people to see it, or maybe as many as you have to get 5 enrolled. You are on a mission to get 5 paid members enrolled, whether it takes you a day, a week, or 4 months, okay? After you've got 5, let's just say that. Now we'll call it consistent action, okay? So once you've enrolled your first 5 people, okay, it's all here, you move to what I call your ongoing prospecting, where we call it consistent action. When I used to teach my people, I used to speak across the country, I said, look, you do your initial push. Now, you don't stop. And if you don't have a system, you just do it when you feel like it. Because you have to approach people or talk to people, that little mentality kicks in. Oh my God, am I bothering my friend? And you don't do anything. You sit there quiet and you talk to one person a month. And then you say, oh, the business isn't working. No, you're not working, right? So what do we have to do, guys? Consistent action, okay? Now, I believe you should track it. I don't know what happened here. Okay, pull that over. It's a numbers game, okay? Track it on paper. So I have some basics that have worked for me. And when I teach, I don't overwhelm people. Some people say, talk to 20 people a day. You could do that, right? I'm not saying don't, but if you make it too stringent and then you start falling off the wagon, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. You say, I already blew it. It's like a diet. What do? If it's too strict, then what do? You say, hell with that diet. I can't keep to it. I'm going to go eat cheeseburgers, all right? So I like to do something I think any of you guys, remember, if you're a social media and you're using systems where you're reaching out to hundreds of people, you probably are going to hit a home run. But I'm talking about the way I had to build it when we didn't have social media back in the day. And even today, make sure, because even if you do social media, you should be engaging with at least 3 people a day where there's some dialogue, they're interested in looking at the video. In other words, you got response from your ads. So 3 people a day. Now think about that. Let's go 7 days. You want to do 5 days, whatever. But on a 7-day week, right? I like the weekends because you're more social. There's more people around half the time. You have brought this business up. Remember, you're just bringing it up. Hey, you keep your mind. And you don't have to go through that whole spiel. But you could say, hey, do you keep your options open when it comes to looking at ways to make money? Yeah. You want to save money on gas? You give them a little pitch, okay? Now, if you say this to 21 people, out of the 21 people you approach, 8 of them should give you a positive response. Yeah, I'm open to it. Yeah, I'll do a call. I'll get on a Zoom. Now, out of those 8 people who say they're interested, this is human nature. I wish I could say they're all going to get on a Zoom. No. Yeah, I'd love to, man. I'm in. I'm like, what is it? I love to make money. I'm aggressive. 4 of them will blow you off. Hey, Jim, you getting on it? What? No, I did get busy, but I'll in the next one. After a while, they ain't go anywhere. But you should be able, remember, you spoke to 21. 8 of them showed interest, probably more, but at least 8. You should show this to 4. Now, guys, if you show this to 4, you should have at least 1 paid enrollment. It's $21.95. We're not bringing them into a $200 a month product program, okay? 1 out of 4 should take an interest and want to come on board. So I call it the 21-8-4 system. These numbers work in regular network marketing with $100 buy-ins or whatever it may be. This is a $21. We should even be able to raise our numbers up. I'm coming in for a landing at 11 minutes. Okay. Now, that's the process, right? You got your initial action and you got some of the things we did to how to talk to people. And then you have your ongoing process where you stay consistent. Why would you ever stop recruiting? Everyone you bring in could never, with the pass up and everything and products in the back end, each person could be worth hundreds of dollars to you every month. Okay, think about that. If they start telling like 2 who tell 2, remember the pass up, all those $5 bills, that all starts with 1 enrollment of yours. So each person has a value from $10 a month to potentially hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. So why would you stop recruiting? Okay. Now, so what that means is you keep doing your part. Now, if they all sit there and do nothing, that doesn't work either for the most part, okay? So what do we got to get going to get those pass-ups and all this other duplication? How simple is this? Whatever you're doing, you got on the Getting Started guide, you're listening to my video, you just teach people to do the same thing. Hey, Jim, just do me a favor. We all come in, go to Bobby's training site, download the guide, watch his 2 videos. I don't know, you should mentor and coach a little bit, but even if they should have enough meat to go out and start building this. You social marketers know how to start doing capture pages and this and that. I'm just giving you the nuts and bolts of how to get started. So what do? You plug your people into get them, make sure they get on the calls, make sure they get juiced up. You've been on any live Zooms? Nah, I didn't. Well, you wonder why. They just, there's nothing to motivate them. You know, I was in my company that I was with, I made $4 million with. They mastered keeping people tied into the system. Okay, even if people weren't making money, some of them, or a lot of them sometimes, they weren't going anywhere. They still thought that company was the greatest thing since sliced bread because they bought into the system. They loved the people. They got tied in. They saw the dream, and they kept pushing. Okay. People made a lot of money in that company. Me, myself, we can make a lot of money in this company, okay? Now, the last thing I want to mention, and you saw this in the plan, is so we just teach them duplication. Whatever you're doing, teach them to do the same thing. And I do want to mention, I think you saw this in the comp plan, but don't forget, there's a product part where they can earn money off of all the products that people are buying. You can double your income with that if you just buy 1 product, okay? It's very significant income. Last thing I want to mention, my last minute, is guys, on my income generators, you know, there's a lot of different plays. There's some investment program. You know, when you make 4 million, as I told you, a lot of people come up with different things. I'm always looking at this. This to me is my primary. I like it because I love helping a little guy, as I call him, but it's also a plan for the big person because there's a lot of money in this program. But as we start making money, I'm already tied in with some other companies. We can diversify and say, I'm making $1,000 a month with NXR, Nexus. Maybe I'll join a product company. And the people, if we think about all you need to cover, my biggest thing with some of these other companies, unless they really tied into the products, an auto ship of 100, 120 bucks a month sometimes keeps people and hard to recruit, if you will. But imagine if we had a mentality that we pick, let's say I'm saying I'm going with product company X, and everybody who starts making money here, we follow the leader. We go into the next thing. Okay, now you have multiple deals. I have an investment one. You start making money here. What are you gonna do with your money? Put it in the bank? No, I have Novatech up there. Okay, so there's some cool things we can do as a team, but let's engage here. This is the quickest path to money. Then we can start diversifying. Okay, guys, I'm done. I hope that helped. Don't get overwhelmed. Just watch this a few times and start. The biggest thing is start going into action, and you get better and better at what you're doing. Okay, hope that helped, guys. Be well.